G'day folks, welcome back to Pete's Investing. It's September 2nd, 2023. This is the spot silver price update. First off, on the daily, you can see here we've got a support and resistance area. The support at 22.11, resistance at 25.27. It's already hit that resistance. It was bouncing around there for some time. It's already hit it up there and bounced back down. It bounced off the support down here, and now it's making a bit of a retrace after coming near the resistance at the top level there. So you can see they had a nice big bearish candle and making further declines. The CCI has made its way past around the midpoint and it's starting to decline, and the Stochastic likewise is still broken up through the midpoint and still making further upside. So potentially further upside to go potentially. We'll wait and see, but again there's a bit of a retrace in the short term. On the hourly, now we did draw this bearish divergence on the CCI versus the price after hitting this minor support at 25.01, and these divergences are independent from the different timelines. So in other words, there may be a divergence on the hourly, but it's not necessarily a divergence on the daily. In this case, we did draw this trend line breaking through or touching those bottoms, and that would have been your entry point to go short. And we drew this from our last video yesterday. We did draw this target area between the midpoint between 23 and a 38% Fibonacci, and I've split that in the middle, the 30%. It's not truly a Fibonacci, but I've given it a midpoint between the 23 and the 38, and it's actually landed on that close for the weekend. So I reckon it's going to fall further. You'll notice the CCI is still declining, and likewise the Stochastic has broken through its moving average and still on a downturn. Now, there's a couple of ways to enter the short on this. I usually choose a trend line, and that would have been an ideal spot to enter short on that one after seeing that divergence. Or another way you could do it is wait for the Stochastic to break its moving average. But you can see there, it touched it there, but you can see there it broke through to the downside, and that would have been, you would have missed out on a few pips on that little range in those hours if you did that. So it's a bit subjective and a bit of a controversy which way you want to enter it. I like choosing the break of the trend line there. So at the moment we're still in a bit of a short-term downtrend on silver, but again on a daily at least we're still in a bit of an upturn, so we just might see a bit of a retrace to the downside before taking further upside. But going back to the hourly for a minute, if it does break, and I reckon it will fall further and break into this range, the area we've got to look out for is this 61% Fibonacci level. That's always a key area to look out for in Fibonacci's. If it breaks considerably below that, then we're going to see a trend reversal, and that will impact the daily trend as well. So that's what we're looking at. So it could turn up from any area here, but if it breaks below that 61% convincingly, somewhere down here, then we're going to look at declines in the near term. So again, to understand how to trade the divergence but also trend trading strategies, subscribe and support us on the Patreon page, where we also look at weekly scans of stocks, currencies and commodities. Subscribe, like and share the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.